Namaskar. This is an ancient Sanskrit sloka from the Garuda Purana. It is a very popular sloka amongst many Hindus. Have you heard of this one? Aham premasmi, aham bhaktismi, aham drishtismi, aham shradasmi, aham sansmaranami, aham papavi, dhanurdashami. This is called as Ashtakam. The word Ashtakam means 8, and this Ashtakam talks about 8 things that are dear to Lord Vishnu. You want to know what they are? Let's find out in today's episode. The first thing that is dear to the Lord is cruelty plants pain. This is the first word, which is prema. What is prema? Prema means cruelty. Cruelty is the first thing that is very dear to Lord Vishnu. Why is that? You may wonder. Can God really be pleased with cruelty? Yes, He can. And how can God be pleased with cruelty? When someone shows great compassion towards living beings, when he sees that his devotee showing great kindness towards every living being, then he gets very pleased. For example, there was a demon by name Mura. Once Lord Vishnu came to earth along with his devotees in the form of a boar, and at that time he had rescued the earth from the nethermost regions, and all the living beings were very happy. They were offering prayers and worshipping him, but one person was missing. His name was Mura. He was not there to participate in the festivities. Lord Vishnu asked his devotees to go and check on him. His devotees went and found that he was just lying down in a pit filled with the blood of animals. All around the pit, there were dead bodies of animals. So they asked him, "Hey, why are you doing this?" To this, Mura replied, "Hey, if you have noticed, my hands are clean. I have not killed these animals. These animals were already dead when I arrived here. I only collected them and threw them in this pit." Then Lord Vishnu's devotees asked, "Who did kill these animals then?" To this, Mura replied, "You know, the other day I was roaming in the forest and saw a beautiful deer. I tried to catch hold of it, but it ran away. I thought to myself, I will not return without catching hold of that deer. And then I chased it deep into the forest. In the process, I killed this deer, and many other animals also lost their lives because of me. I am not a king who can offer sacrifices or an emperor who can hunt animals for his sport. I am a simple man. What sin have I committed, you tell me, that you have taken so many innocent lives?" His devotees said, "Don't worry, we will talk to Lord Vishnu and seek his forgiveness for you." Then Mura said, "No, let me die right here only." Lord Vishnu's devotees returned empty-handed to their Lord. Lord Vishnu asked them, "Why didn't you bring Mura here? I wanted to bless him." And then they told everything that had happened. Lord Vishnu said, "Look, I am pleased with him. Even though he has killed so many animals, he does not have even an ounce of happiness in his heart. He is full of sorrow and remorse. I am pleased with him." So even though he killed so many animals, Lord Vishnu was pleased with him. Why? Because he did not do it for his own happiness. He regretted killing those animals. That is the difference between doing something accidentally and doing something intentionally. So friends, when we perform our actions, whether big or small, we should always do them with a pure heart. We should never do anything intentionally to hurt others. Even accidentally, we should always be compassionate towards every living being. This is the first quality of those who are dear to Lord Vishnu, prema, compassion. Now, let's move on to the second quality, bhakti. What is bhakti? Bhakti means devotion. Next quality, bhakti, devotion. What kind of devotion? Not just any kind of devotion. Intense, pure, and unaliving devotion. Here ailing means attachment. Unaliving means non-attachment. There are 2 kinds of attachments in this world. One is called as raga, which means attachment towards the objects of sense gratification. And the other is called as anuraga, which means attachment towards the Supreme Lord. Lord Vishnu says in the Bhagavad Gita, "Amongst all the people who have anuraga, or attachment towards me, I like the devotee who is free from raga, or the one who is not attached to the objects of sense gratification. Such a person is very dear to me. Raga means attraction towards the opposite sex. If your mind starts wandering here and there seeing the beauty of a woman, if you cannot control your mind, and if you start hankering after women, then such a person is said to be attached to women. In the same way, there is an attachment towards money, there is an attachment towards fame, there is an attachment towards power, and there is an attachment towards everything else that we desire. Lord Vishnu says that amongst all those who have devotion towards him, he likes the one who does not have attachment towards these objects. Such a person is very dear to him. That is the second quality, bhakti, devotion, but devotion without attachment. Let's move on to the third quality, drishti. What is drishti? Drishti means vision. Who has this vision? Dhruva. Dhruva means firm. Dhruva, drishti, means firm vision. Firm vision means having clarity in one's goals. Just like a seed, when placed in the soil, sprouts forth into a plant. A seedling, when placed in the soil, sprouts forth into a tree. Similarly, when a human being takes birth on this earth, he automatically develops various desires. Some of these desires are good, and some of them are bad. Some of these desires help us grow in life and take us closer to perfection, while some of them pull us down and make us fall in life. Every moment of our life, we come across various situations, and at that time, our mind develops certain desires based on the situation. Now, if we choose to follow the desires that help us grow in life, then we will progress in life. And if we choose to follow the desires that pull us down, then we will fall down in life. Therefore, to have a firm vision in life means to have clarity of what is good and what is bad, what will help you grow in life and what will pull you down in life. It means to have a clear perception of what to choose and what not to choose. That is called as drishti, firm vision. Now let's move on to the fourth quality, shraddha. What is shraddha? Shraddha means faith. Shraddha, shraddha, shraddha means faith. Faith in what? Shraddha. Shraddha means faith in scriptures. Have faith in the Shastras. Follow the principles laid down in the Shastras. In Kali Yuga, which is the present age, there is a lot of confusion in society. There are so many people who have deviated from the path of righteousness. So many people have become atheists. They don't believe in God. Some people say that 4 ashrams are not good. Some people say that worshipping gods other than the ones in the Hindu pantheon is not good. Some people say that performing yajnas and other Vedic rituals is not good. Some people say that vegetarianism is not good. So many people have started eating meat and non-vegetarian food. So many people say that the concept of rebirth is not true. So many people have become communists. They don't believe in any social hierarchy or social divisions. Some people say that there is no need for temples, mosques, and churches. They say that there is no need to pray to God. People have started to neglect their culture and traditions, forget the teachings of their elders, and have deviated from the path of righteousness. Therefore, it is very important for us to have shraddha, faith in the Shastras. We should always remember that the principles laid down in the Shastras are eternal. They are always relevant, whether it is Kali Yuga or any other yuga. Now, let's move on to the fifth quality, sansmriti. What is sansmriti? Sansmriti means remembrance. Remembrance of what? Sansmaranami means remembrance of Lord Vishnu. This is called as smarana. Smaranam means remembering Lord Vishnu constantly. Whenever a devotee remembers Lord Vishnu, he gains immense pleasure. When Lord Vishnu comes to earth in the form of a human being, that is called as avatar. And when he incarnates in his original form, that is called as vibhuti. Vibhuti means incarnation in his original form. The difference between avatar and vibhuti is that when Lord Vishnu incarnates as a human being, he is called as avatar. But when he reveals his original form, he is called as vibhuti. Now, let's move on to the sixth quality, papa. What is papa? Papa means sin. Papa V. Papa V means freedom from sin. This is called as Papa. Sin means doing actions contrary to Dharma, performing actions that are against the laws of nature, that are against the principles laid down in the Shastras, and that cause pain to others are called as sins. A person may commit sin knowingly or unknowingly. When a person commits sin knowingly, he is called as Papa, a sinner. But when Lord Vishnu's devotee commits sin unknowingly, Lord Vishnu forgives him. Why? Because he is a devotee of Lord Vishnu. Therefore, he will try his best not to repeat that sin again. Now, let's move on to the seventh quality, Vidya. Vidya means knowledge. Vidya means knowledge. Knowledge of what? Vidya means knowledge of the self. Vidya means to know who you are. You are not this body. You are not your bank balance. You are not your house, your car, or your wife. You are not your children. You are not your relatives. You are the eternal soul, the part and parcel of the Supreme Lord. When you understand this, then you attain Vidya, knowledge of the self. When you realize who you are, where you come from, and where you have to go, then you attain Vidya. Vidya, knowledge of the self. And finally, the last quality, Dhanurdashami. What is Dhanurdashami? Dhanur means bow and arrow. Dashami means 10th. Dhanurdashami means one who is proficient in handling the bow and arrow. The 10th one who is proficient in handling the bow and arrow is Lord Vishnu himself. He is the Supreme Lord. He is the Supreme Archer. He is the Supreme Warrior. And the one who is always devoted to him is also dear to him. So, friends, these are the 8 qualities that are dear to Lord Vishnu. May we also develop these qualities. I hope you liked today's episode. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. And do send in your valuable comments. And also don't forget to support us by becoming a member. Namaskar.